Grasslands are a critically important part of solving the climate crisis that we're currently facing. A lot of people talk about the role of forest in trying to help mitigate a warming Earth. People are saying, hey, maybe we should plant 1 trillion trees or 1 billion trees. And that works in some places, but let's remember, not everywhere should be forested. There's a long legacy, of many parts of the eastern United States have had grasslands going back millions of years. We need to be restoring grasslands where grasslands belong and forests where forests belong. But grasslands are really a critical part of helping to mitigate for climate change because they do a great job of drawing carbon down out of the atmosphere. And they sequester that carbon under the ground, they convert it into soil carbon, which locks it into place, and really highly effective at pulling carbon out of the atmosphere. Recent research has shown that grasslands can be just as effective, if not more effective, than forests at storing carbon.
When most people think about carbon sequestration, they think of forests, these big ancient trees that can sequester carbon for as long as the trees live. And if you looked at a grassland, you would think there's not that much stuff above ground. How could they do it as well as a forest? But these native grassland plants sequester tons of carbon below ground. They've got really big root masses and they can store this carbon below ground in a really safe way, in that if a forest burns, all of that carbon sequestration, all of that stored carbon is released as smoke. When a grassland burns, all of that underground carbon stays there.
In addition, grasslands actually serve to mitigate wildfires. If you have a healthy, functioning grassy woodland or a savanna, that fire just kind of eases along at a sort of a short height. But if you allow fires not to burn naturally for too long, the wood fuels build up and the forests get thick and they replace these grasslands, then you have devastating wildfires.